The Cadillac Escalade, I don't know how you pronounce it. It's such a ridiculous vehicle. But the new electric version, whilst also being ridiculous, it's probably the heaviest SUV known to mankind. It's actually unbelievably luxurious, has amazing range, power, and honestly, if I was some sort of high roller gangster, this is the car that I would buy. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. Great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. I just sent my brother a link to the new electric Caddy, and he texted me back saying, screen's not big enough. It's only 55 inches. Now, obviously, he was joking, but the point is, the media screen for the driver in the front of the Cadillac Escalade, the new electric one, it is enormous. It's 55 inches. It's, I think, the biggest screen in any car ever made. Now, if you've seen a bigger one, I mean, let me know what it is, because I haven't seen it personally. This thing's insane. You know what else is insane? The weight. It's going to be well over 4,500 pounds. In fact, I think it's going to be about 5,000 pounds. Now, don't get me wrong, this is a massive vehicle. It's much bigger than a Toyota Land Cruiser, for example. It's 5.7 meters long. I mean, you guys in America know how big these are. The new electric version, it's bigger than the normal Cadillac Escalade. It's actually bigger by about 10%. That means this thing has more interior space than probably most people's lounge rooms. Now, I'm joking, but it's massive on the inside. Now, what are some other cool details? It has massive power and torque. And one of the great things about this new Cadillac Escalade is it's actually way better than the gasoline-powered version. I mean, GM is saying because of the way they've packaged the car, it's much bigger on the inside, it's much more powerful, it's more efficient, it's a nicer drive, it looks better on the inside than the out. So kudos to General Motors, because, you know, people want to buy these cars. We can't stop them from doing so, slashing their tires and letting them down. These Muppets going and doing that. It's not going to stop people from buying them. I really don't see the purpose in that. It's going to make people angry. It's going to make people say, screw you, I'm going to buy another one. So really, the best thing to do is simply to electrify these cars, because it at least means that they're better than the diesel gasoline-powered versions. Now, the price, in my opinion, is actually quite reasonable. They start at $130,000. They have 450 miles of range, 750 horsepower. Those are some pretty damn impressive numbers. And if you think about it, the boot size, it's bigger. The boot size, and if you think about it, one of the really cool things about it is the frunk size. The frunk size, just the space in the front bonnet, is bigger than the space you get in the boot of a Toyota Corolla. Then you've got this enormous interior space. It's unbelievable how big the space is. If you have all 7 seats up, it still has 650 liters of boot space. Put down those 2 seats or those 3 seats at the back. So now you've got say a 5-seater car, and it's got about 1,600 liters of space. It's absolutely enormous. It's like a bus almost. So one of the cool things that GM did with this vehicle, they actually improved the drag coefficient by 15%. But then they went and added 24-inch wheels, which is just going to make the range lower. It's going to make your tire. Imagine how much the tires would cost for a 24-inch wheel. There must be about $1,000 per tire. Just astronomical price for those tires. What else do we know about the car? Well, we know that it does have a motorized charging port that automatically opens simply by touching it, but it doesn't have Tesla's NACS charger. I think the reason being that this car had already been developed and produced before General Motors committed to having NACS chargers. They will give you an adapter for NACS so you can use Tesla supercharger network. But yeah, I mean, that's one feature that's missing. Another feature that's missing is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I'm not sure why they're missing. Maybe they'll add those later. Anyway, how big is this thing actually? It's 224.3 inches long, 5.7 meters, meaning it's about the length of a Ford F-150. It's 94.1 inches wide. That's 2,389 millimeters. It's incredibly wide. And it's 76.1 inches tall, or 1,934 millimeters. The wheelbase, 136.2 inches. That's 3,460 millimeters. Now, speaking of the interior, guys, I really think this is an amazing interior. I'm not saying that you should buy this car or that I love it, but I've got to just say There's Mercedes, BMW cars that cost more than this. And hey, kudos to General Motors, because the interior here does look better. It does. I mean, you're getting pretty good value for money. I can't believe I'm saying this about a $130,000 car, but it actually seems like for the amount of metal and batteries and screens and everything that comes with this car, the power, the motors, electric motors, of course, it seems like relatively good value. Now, am I insane? Am I saying stuff that just makes no sense? Is this a ridiculous comments? Maybe it is. But I've got to say, I've seen these things on the road and I think they look ugly. I really thought they looked ugly. When I went to America, I saw these things, I'm like, oh, that looks crap. But this electric version, it just looks so much better than the gasoline-powered version in every way. The power's better, the efficiency is better, the noise is better, the interior is better. So kudos to GM. Hopefully this means that when people go to the dealership to buy a gasoline-powered Escalade, they'll go, no, the EV version's way better. We're going to get that. Now, hopefully. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching.